Finding dream job ideas or business ideas has never been easier. I'll show you how you can generate dozens of ideas, great ideas, ideas that are suitable to you using Chat GPT and a simple prompt that I'll share with you in just a minute. Personally, I believe that for most of us, I would say maybe not everyone, but for most of us, for the majority, it is not necessary to do a job that we don't like. With the technology and with the opportunities that are available to us right now today, I think most of us should be able to find work that's truly fulfilling. And I believe that since we spend so much time working, then taking the time to find fulfilling work is really worth the effort. And with the help of ChatGPT, it's much easier to discover ideas because I think one of the biggest problems when it comes to looking for a job we love or work we love, or at least it was my problem in my 20s, is not knowing what actually exists. So first, to be able to use the prompt I'll give you, you need to have a bit of information about yourself to give ChatGPT so that it can provide the best ideas, the best business ideas or job ideas for you. We can't really skip that step. So here's what you need to know. Your core values, maybe your 3 to 5 top values. And that's important because if your work doesn't align with your values, you probably won't be happy. And to identify your top values, you could take the free quiz called a Talent Transformation Personal Value Report. I'll put the link in the description below. It's pretty complete. It gives you an overview of your top values and then you have a description of each. And I'll also put some self-reflection questions in the description below the video to help you self-identify your top values. I just don't want to take time in the video to do that, so I'll put the questions in the description if you want to take your time to answer them. Maybe you can journal about them. The second thing you need to know is your natural strength and the skills that you've acquired that you enjoy using. It's important not to add skills that you have but don't like using. For example, maybe you're a master at Excel because you used it at a past job, but you don't really enjoy using it, so don't add it. Strength can be things like creating, supporting, teaching, organizing, cleaning, listening. I'll put a list of strengths on the screen if you want to self-identify some of your strengths, but the list is not exhaustive. I would recommend identifying maybe your top 5 strengths. Next, you want to identify your top interests. Think of activities you love doing, maybe activities that make you lose track of time, or think of topics that you could talk about for hours. And try to identify maybe your top 5 interests. You can also add how you would like to contribute. How do you want to help others, or how do you want to make the world a better place? So what kind of difference do you want to make in the world? Here, I find it helpful again to use action verbs. For example, to inspire, to empower, to support, to teach, to coach. You could also mention any cause that's important to you. So maybe you care about the environment or about the animals, or maybe you want to transform the educational system. What difference would you like to make in the world, even if the impact is just on one person? You also want to add some key personality traits that would likely affect your job preference. You could say, for example, if you're an introvert or an extrovert. And finally, you could also add information related to your desired lifestyle. For example, if you know that you want to live in the countryside and work from home and that's a non-negotiable to you, then you could add it to your list. I know it takes a bit of soul searching to gather all this information, but you'll need it for the prompt that we'll give to ChatGPT. So here's the prompt, and I'll also put it in the description below so that you can use it if you want. So I'm in ChatGPT right now in the free version, and I'm going to give it the prompt. So the prompt says, hello, based on the following information, could you please provide 50 job examples that would be fulfilling to me? So my top values are, and then I listed some of my top values. My top interests include, my top strengths are, and then I said I like to make a difference by, and then you could add the contribution, how you like to contribute. So I said by sharing ideas through things I create. And I included some personality traits that I think are important, like I am independent, creative, introverted, curious, and free-spirited. I also added a little specification. I said, note, I am not interested in app or software development. So let's just give it the prompt. And it gives me 50 job ideas that would potentially be fulfilling to me. The first one is life coach, which is what I currently do. Then you have content creator, podcast host, creative workshop instructor. So that's pretty interesting. It gives you a bunch of ideas. And you can ask for more than 50. I just chose 50 as a random number. And then you can ask other questions. For example, when I look at my list, I see that almost all the ideas it gave me are entrepreneurial, which is perfect for me. And it probably gave me these ideas because they fit my profile. But let's say I want a salary-based job. So I could ask, could you please give me jobs that are purely salary-based? Okay, now it's giving me jobs. So if you see something that catches your attention, you can even go deeper. For example, here we have curriculum developer for courses on spiritual evolution and self-improvement. That's interesting. So a few years ago, I checked the Mindvalue website on the job section on their website, and there was a job titled Course Curriculum Designer, pretty much the same as what Chat GPT just gave me. I didn't really want the job. I wanted to be my own boss, so I didn't apply. But if I had wanted a job, that would have been my dream job. And I had no idea this job even existed before I saw it on the Mindvalue website. And ChatGPT now just recommended it. You can see how this tool can give you great ideas that align specifically with your interests. Of course, the information ChatGPT gives you is not perfect and you'll have to complement with your own research. But the ideas it gives you will really speed up the process. I could also ask it for only freelancing work. So now you have even more ideas. I could ask it also for the highest paying job. So here it gives me ideas for high paying jobs. And then if you find something that you think could interest you, then you can ask it more information about that specific job. So let's just pick something here. Let's say workshop instructor delivering online personal development workshops. Let's keep this one. Could you give me more information about this position? Workshop instructor delivering online personal development workshops. So now it's giving me the role and responsibilities. It's giving me the skills and qualifications. It's even giving me the income potential. I could also ask it to give me 5 or 10 more ideas that are similar to this one. And it gives me an online course creator, motivational speaker, online coaching business owner, digital product developer, retreat facilitator. It gives you a bunch of other ideas. Life transition coach. This is very helpful. That's pretty cool. And then I can even ask it, how can I get into that field? What are the steps? And it gives me the steps, a process. Expand your knowledge, gain experience and practice, develop workshop content, build an online presence, choose a platform, market your workshops, deliver outstanding workshops. Of course, AI is not perfect, it's a machine, but I think you can go a long way in your dream career research by using it, at least for brainstorming. I'll put all the links to the other videos to help you identify your values and your strength, and to the quiz to help you identify your values, and also the questions will be listed in the description below. And also, if you're looking for a job, like not to start a business, but a job, I recommend reading the book Designing Your Work Life. It's written by 2 Stanford professors and they give pretty good tips. So I would recommend reading the book on top of doing the exercise we just did with ChatGPT. The two are kind of complementary. And that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you do try it, let me know what you think. I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. And I wish you a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week.